Okay, Frenzy, are you there? Oh, okay. I have you very, very faintly, John, but the guys have it fixed. Good work, Ryan and Jordan. So have you heard what we've been talking about?
Yeah, everything we've been talking about, I've been listening to you. That's right. That's the way I feel. I got some good guys there that realize where I'm going from. It's a matter of getting it done, guys. It's not about if it's romantic or not. It's a matter of going out and making it done. You can't lose the riders for a year or for half a year. You know that. You guys have both been here long enough to know how important they are. Rod, you of all people, you broadcast the games. You can't afford to lose them for a year. What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about?
Well, we will find other things, John, but I'm supporting the CFL for all that it's done for me. But I guess after the coverage of last night, Ambrosi talking to the House of Commons, do you have any thoughts on the way this has all gone down, the criticism that he's facing now? Has the CFL, I guess, handled it right?
I guess they have. He went in last night and tried to make a big speech there. I don't think he's in the category of my boy Bill Baker or Tommy Shepard. Look at Tommy Shepard, signed Golda and fired Golda and Quinter within the same 15 minutes to change things here in Regina when he took over. And he comes, when he was running the show, if he needed you, he'd walk into your office, it didn't matter who you're with, and tell them what they wanted, tell everybody else to get out, and we'd get it settled. It was rude as hell, but it got stuff done for the Rough Riders. And we're at that stage right now. Do people not know it? We're at that stage right now. We could lose our football team. We could lose that stadium. We could lose our identity. What are we going to do?
Folks, this is why we call him John Frenzy. But the one thing I said off the top, Frenzy, there's a lot of things about the CFL, whether it be at the club level or the league level, that I don't like. And one is they're afraid to hurt anybody's feelings. That's what I see. They're afraid to step on toes. And you're talking about the guys that we all named. We're not afraid of that. And they were the ones that got stuff done. So you're going to have to hurt a few feelings to get things done. John, is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm saying.
No question about that. You asked Baker about that and Shepard. But this is that time. We're going to lose this franchise we fought for so many years. What are we going to do, walk the streets of Regina talking about old Rough Rider stories? Hey, tell me your old Rough Rider story, will you? Or tell me your old Rough Rider joke. Come on.
Well, what's yours, Frenzy? You got a few jokes and stories. Tell us some.
Of course, Aldag telling me that the guy had all the tools in the world, but he needed a toolbox to put them into.
Okay.
And Bobby, can I do the Bob Foley one?
Sure.
Okay. Bob Foley, I used to see him I knew him pretty well, worked with him, did in the huddle with him. I'd see him at the game after game, interview him, and this particular day, after a game, he was done, he was finished, he was coming out, and he ran to me, he was completely naked, walking out of the walking from the shower to the hangar, to the locker, and I just said to him, Foley, I used to think you're crazy, but now I can see you're nuts.
I have to say, Lynch, there's a lot of viewers, particularly ones in America for some reason, that enjoy your stories about players' girlfriends. Do you have anything like that today? I know you do. Do you remember it?
Well, sure, but can I tell it?
Oh, you can do whatever the hell you want, I think, at this point, yes.
Well, I won't tell you who the player was, but I asked him how I was after the Calgary game, and I asked him how he did when he got back to Regina. I saw him. How'd you do? I stayed overnight then, and he met this girl. He told me her name, and he said, I slept with her last night. And I thought, that's interesting, because I slept with her the night before, and I think she's somebody's wife. So he was scared to death.
Oh, jeez. Okay, enough. People are writing in, Lynch, and talking about a save the CFL. John in Winnipeg says, I'm ready for a fight to save the CFL. Is that where we're going, by the way? I mean, if they don't get Ottawa money, are we going to have a GoFundMe campaign, a national telethon to save the CFL, do you think?
Realize how those telethons were, how we rose them from nowhere. We've been almost dead. Out 2 times for sure. The people in this city get leadership and they get us done. The guy who led the last telethon was the big man himself, Namgawa. You know Namgawa, Fred Wagman?
Yep.
Again, he, of course, was his company we worked with. He did the telethon through at the time. You know where it is.
Yep.
So I just think that's where we're at. Now, I can't see how anybody can deny that. We're going to sit there all year here and talk to each other. And Sundays, what are we going to do on Sundays?
Watch the NFL. Maggie writes in and says, where was the most random place Frenzy ever got stranded while on the road? I know some of the places you did, but where's the one place you got stranded, Lynch, that you can remember on the road?
Oh, Gainsborough.
Gainsborough, Saskatchewan?
Yeah, after the show, I drove home and I got stalled about 5 miles out of town. Nowhere. I thought that was it for me. But a guy just happened to come behind me 10 minutes later and give me a hand, got me into Regina. But that was it. I thought it was pretty scary. Yeah, Gainsborough.
Gainsborough, Saskatchewan. Not a place you want to be stranded, I don't think. Not many places are places that you want to get stranded. What else did I have for lunch? Do you think, John, that Ottawa will come through for the CFL?
What?
Do you think Ottawa, the federal government, will give the CFL the money they're asking?
The way those guys are now, no. You got to realize, those guys are, even our local guys, and our local parliamentarians down there, both in the Senate and the other place, haven't got off their ass a lot. They don't seem to say a lot. They don't get, I know what happens to them down there. They try to say something, they get put down. But they've got to just force their way, make sure they get something done. If there's new guys there, Waugh from Saskatoon, Hack from Regina, they got to get off their ass and go and grab that mic and scream a lot. Because it's a serious issue. No, they're not doing it. I don't know what Larry Schneider's doing either. He's a good shit, but I don't know what he's doing. Of course, you can't count on Ralph. Goodale doesn't end there anymore. He's here. I wish he was down there. But you got to get some of those guys. A lot of those guys haven't said much at all. They got to get on their bottom.
I see Larry Schneider, too, by the way, the longtime mayor of Regina, Mayor Lair, MP. We serve on the same armed forces group or panel together. So I do see Larry. I'll ask him. But here's another guy, Lynch. He's a guy that got stuff done. That's not his job anymore. You realize that. There's people in these roles now, which you've kind of covered, but those guys have done their thing already.
I think the other guys that got things done, the Bakers and the Shepherds, they have a lot of obstacles. They said, screw the obstacles. I mean, you know what Baker did to obstacles, as a defensive end, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
He ate the offensive linemen and quarterbacks. So he did that in business. And Shepard, well, you know what Tom was like. You've met him, and you know what he's like. And Wall is different. Pat Fiacco really wants to have that place going real good. We had him on our show right there, and he told me he loved that place. He wants to run the place, by the way, but he wants to have it looking really good for all the issues this year. He won't like the idea of it not being in place for 4 years, 4 games, or the whole year. I mean, come on.
Hey, Lynch, were you at the news conference in 1997? When Tom Shepard announced the anonymous donor of $500,000 per CFL team. Were you at that? I think you were at that news conference covering the Riders for CKCK. I was there. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Do you remember this? Guys, you'll love this. You guys were all born since this happened, but it was 1997. An anonymous donor saving the CFL to the tune of $2.53 million total. But Shepard's like, I can't say who it was or the money will go away. So a reporter said, can you give us a hint? And Tom said, it's in this universe. Thanks, Tom. Do you remember that, Lynch?
Hugh Campbell?
Well, it was Shepard that said it. Hugh Campbell's the guy that got the money from the NFL, by the way. But it was the NFL was the donor. Wasn't Hugh Campbell doesn't have $3 million to save to donate to the CFL.
Guys,
what else you got, Lynch?
You know that. You know what happened there. Baker and Shepard went after Campbell to get things done. They used their connections to get things done and save the team. Otherwise, what would we be doing now?
Good question. But, John, are we at the darkest time in CFL history right now?
Oh, sir, are we at the darkest time in CFL history? Well, of course we are. No question about it. No, and I've been here since 1948. No question. This is the darkest, and it's really bad here, Rod, because you drive up that street up there, and there's a beautiful place there. Do you not see it? I'm crazy about our place. It's the best stadium in Canada, one of the best stadiums in North America, best stadiums in the world. I want to show it off. What about the Grey Cup? I mean, it really bothers me, but I don't think it bothers a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people, past presidents, etc., no names, but they don't get. They say, well, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Yeah, you can't do much about it. Oh, I guess I'm going to go play golf today. They don't care.
John, I'm going to leave you with this, and I want. This Kelly McDonald writes in and says, what has David Braley done to help the league? Ever an anchor on a sinking ship, let it get behind the colleges and the junior leagues. You and I talked about this morning in my car. David Braley has lost millions saving the CFL. Do not think that David Braley is anything but a saint for the Canadian Football League, or at least he has been historically. Currently, maybe not so much. But, John, how could anybody point the finger at David Braley as a guy that in any fashion hurt the CFL?
No, he's great. He saved money. He saved the teams. BCA?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. No. But there's other people around that can come up. I mean, that's just up to good guys to do it. To make it a big project for Saskatchewan and do it for the league. The CFL is a big, critical problem for the government of Saskatchewan. They don't want to talk about it right now. You know that. Trudeau doesn't want to talk about it right now, football. He's got other things. Did you know that on his mind?
Well, that's what I hear. Yeah, exactly. All right, Frenzy, we'll let you go. I'm going to get you your rock star hat, and we'll be in touch here the next couple days.
Okay, then sounds good. See you guys. Bye.
See ya. I'm just awarding John Lynch the rock star of the day for Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions.
Yeah, they don't need to vote for that. It's pretty great. But Tom Shepard, the touchdown lotto, that goes away, and now we need him more than ever.
Tom told the... Right. See ya. We're good. Are ya?
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.